Right? Welcome to the program. Una, how na day? How everybody day? How na day? The program na safe journey. Safe journey. Una know as we take do am. When alarm blow, if alarm blow, you go no discuss. My name na Omo Lajeto Soyibo, and I dey inside studio here for that program Safe Journey. I dey here with the ogbonge guy himself. I dey call am road marshal, but he choose to call himself Zuki. Zuki, how you dey?
Omo Laje.
Handshake.
How far?
Zuki, how far? From Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Zuki.
Usual now, as I always say.
Monday we waiting be your parole.
You also continue.
Hustle, Tuesday go hustle.
And the same hustle.
Wednesday go.
We dey inside the game.
Then still come solab na come hustle. Hustle-lity.
No.
Hustle continue.
Here na pro bono they do here. Just come tell people for the sake of safety.
Okay, safety.
Now,
Another hustle now.
This one a passion we will get.
Oh, wonderful.
Just use that to be our passion.
Okay.
Because of wetin we like to be do and how we feel say go impact the public.
Thank God.
And that's why we dey do am.
Yeah.
So we hope that people will key into it and appreciate what we are trying to do here and what we are trying to pass to the public to let them realize they need to take road safety very, very serious.
Okay, wetin come be the cocoa for today?
Well, today, just like the last time where we bring the person where we bring for interview, we come talk, the chairman of Lagos State Driving School Association. We will continue on the topic where we discussed that day with the chairman. And with that topic, the emphasis was on driving school. Okay? The chairman talked a lot about the importance of driving school and the impact of driving school. So I'm going to emphasize on it too. Apart from the fact that I'm also a player in that sector.
Top 10.
Okay. Now, when you mention driving school, most people say driving school. But let me first of all start by giving small statistics
Driving school.
about road accidents. Now, the last report when I read about United Nations publication about road accidents, they say approximately 1.4 million people now die on the road.
Now you road kill.
That is about the population of Ikorodu. As you know, waiting be 1.4 million people to die in a year for road.
Some country, 1 point.
Now, if you take and come Lagos, Nigeria, Lagos where we dey, on the average, from road safety report and some other reports, about 20 people die every day on Nigerian road. That means as me and you dey talk today, 20 people will die.
Only.
You say only, na animal, na human being dey
Because
talk about.
because they pass like
Now,
that.
before all these terrorists and kidnapping, road is one or if not number one killer of Nigerians. Kill people more than major sickness and even disease. But most of the time, people go dey talk about sickness. Government will emphasize on healthcare, but they no dey talk about road where they kill a lot of people.
When that oga hammer that day,
They no dey talk about am. And wetin dey kill people most of the time for this one accident. Wetin dey cause accident? People cause accident. Now, accident is a different topic, so one day we will talk about that one.
accident.
But of all the three major causes of accidents, we have what we call the human factor. We have the mechanical factor. Then we have the environment.
Okay.
And that includes the road and the weather. Now, the human factor or the human cause of accident is about 80%. So now the behavior of people for road, now they cause accident most of the time. And unfortunately, that is the area where people know they emphasize on. Okay? And that has to do with the level of the road safety education where people get. Because most people when they drive on the road, many of them, they no go road driving school, go learn how to drive.
Okay. They just wake up
maybe
one
they
day.
just their friend or their brother
Get car.
or their relative, or they just get car, just begin they put on road small small. Many of them no go learn the basics about driving. If you want to be a doctor, you go medical school. If you want to be engineer, you go engineering school. Okay? If you want to learn a particular trade or profession, you go to, where you go learn it. The same way, if you want to be a driver, you have to go to a school where they teach you
Government
how to
approved.
drive. Yes. So that you go learn how to operate this machine, this automobile. Okay? If your friend or your brother or whoever teach you, many of them no be certified instructor. They never go through the rudiments, the training to become an instructor. An instructor, driving instructor, is somebody who has been certified, who don't take courses, who don't pass, who don't get experience to teach another person how to drive. So when you go to driving school, this certified instructor now will teach you, because they don't train them how to train people. He don't acquire the necessary skill and qualification to train you. But when you go allow anybody, any other person will no be an instructor, a certified instructor to train you, the person will impart minimal knowledge to you about driving. And that is why you have a lot of unsafe drivers on the road. And these unsafe drivers are most of the time the major cause of accidents for our roads. This morning when I gone, somebody walked down to our office, and he was telling, he came to register to train. And he was telling me that in Friday, I said, why you won't go driving school? Bring money now. I must just give me tertiary money. I go train you. Why you give me a waste of money? He can say, in wife, he's married, in wife day for Britain, they outside the country. He can say, wife come, don't tell and say, make sure you go to driving school. Say she know 1 year, say somebody, one friend or one brother, whoever teach you how to drive. He said, go to a registered driving school and go and learn.
Because the wife not in Nigeria.
Because she know the Nigeria, and that is why she appreciates the importance of driving school. Because for that place, they take it serious. They don't joke with the drivers they put on the road.
At the same time, that drivers for those people, they earn more.
Yes, of course.
They for Nigeria, they take drivers anyhow.
Yes. Even both you as a professional driver or as a just a normal private driver. Before you can get your driver license in UK, or you go through the process. You must be trained by an instructor. Most of the time. Okay? Yeah. They must test you. If you don't train, the instructor will test you and pass you and certify you that you are okay to get to be issued a driver's license. But here, anybody will just wake up, will just say, get one friend or one brother or whoever to train her. The next thing, you don't apply for driver's license, because the process to get driver's license in Nigeria is highly manipulative. But thank God, recently, the road safety have come up with a new policy where you go change many of those things. A lot of people, they won't get driver's license. The first place where they go now, licensing office. And when you get there, many times you meet a lot of all these people where they hang around. Some of them tout, some of them officials where you get one thing or the other to do there. They just tell you driver license, you want to drive license.
They call that Apricot people. But they for all market too.
The process where road safety don't put in place, we say if you want to process your driver license, your first point of contact is the driving school. That is your first point of contact. The driving school must certify you that you can drive. That is why they say, go through the driving school first. Let them train you and certify that you can drive. even though say before you sabi drive but you need a driver license, you must still go through the driving school to certify, because na dem go issue the through dem na im government go issue certificate.
You don qualify.
Say you don qualify to apply for driver license.
Okay.
Because without that certificate wey government issue through driving school, so the driving school be like government agent to train and produce drivers.
Mm-hmm.
Because that certificate wey dem go issue na federal government certificate, but e go carry the name of the driving school wey train you.
Okay.
So na only government approved driving school na im fit issue that certificate. Okay.
Yeah.
So even when you wan go train for driving school, don't just go to anyhow driving school. Make sure that driving school is an approved driving school.
As that Oga talk, that Oga Bolaji,
Yes.
he say we get roadside.
There's a lot of roadside.
Yes, I
driving
want
school.
hungry autos and hungry.
Yes.
No, you know say
Quacks.
Quacks. No say for
Under the tree, we call them under the tree driving school. They no get office. Their office na just one car wey dem
under the
park
tree.
on that tree.
Under the mango tree.
They have not gone through the process. They have not met the minimum standard. So when you go to such people, what do you expect them to teach? They'll just make you enter car.
Zuki, do you know the funniest thing? If you dey pass, make those people say, when they say, "Sss," they say, bros, you won't learn how to drive.
Yes.
Then if you be one cam man or one cam, you go say yes. Then they go put you for job.
And then go they do the thing
Collect
like
money.
say na crayfish then they say, because then go give you ridiculous pricing because you want cheap this thing. Like if you come to my office and I tell you, okay, to learn, this is the amount we charge. Some driving schools now they charge, don't they charge some 50,000, some I when your driving school they charge 100,000 to train.
So now the thing when they know with that.
But some people roadside driving school, of course, they will say how much you get, 10,000. Waiting.
When you consider 10,000, you say,
a driving school go train you with 10,000.
you know the money.
How much you go use buy fuel?
Zuki, you know when you say 10,000, when you say bring 10,000, you say, hey, John, money 8.5 now. You say money 8.5, you say, oh yeah, more. Think about that money.
Waiting go train, waiting go teach you. They won't train you well. They will just put you inside car, show you this, show you that, and tell you to start moving. They will not train you well. They no get syllabus. They no get.
Okay, driving they get syllabus.
Yes. Because all these things, you must cover everything with road safety. Don't say make you cover to be a certified driver.
That's it. Okay.
Okay? Because na road safety be the major agent government wey dey regulate driving and driving school. So dem get syllabus wey the driving schools must cover for anybody wey dem dey teach a new learner. Okay?
That's for how many months?
Normally it's supposed to be like for 26 days. Okay? That is what is specified in road safety portal, driving school portal. Then get what we call a driving school portal. The portal na the computer, the platform where road safety creates for driving school, to help driving school process certificate for students where they learn how to drive, where go apply for driver license. Yeah. And for that portal na 26 days they specify where you supposed to use train. Minimum of 1 hour per session. That means like per day. That means for you to get that certificate, you must have covered 26 hours of driving. Minimum 26 hours of learning how to drive. Okay? That is the minimum. Okay? After that, you can still extend it, continue your driving even before you apply your driver license for other hours. But the minimum way road safety specified for the portal, for the platform, now 26 sessions, and each session is a minimum of 1 hour.
So one time.
It's 1 hour rather.
So
Not be me. It's more maximum of 1 hour. Yeah?
That's one time.
That's 26 hours of driving, of learning to drive. So when you don't meet that standard, okay, and you now after the training, you go come do this what we call CBT test, computer-based testing. Then the computer-based testing, you go do answer some questions from the system. The question na 30 questions for 25 minutes. The new before some driving school go help their students or applicants do the test. They just pass answer. Some of these touts for licensing office go carry application of students, carry and go give driving school.
That na before.
Until this year, last month, 24th of last month, when all those things changed.
See, you must say what bang.
Yes, road safety now came out with the rule. When you they take that test for that certificate for the driving school office, there is a camera that will capture your face.
And you are the one.
Yes, and that camera will appear the day when you go do your capture for the driver license. So if now another person face, you use do the test for the driving school office, now another person face go appear for your driver license.
Zuki, do you know what? We won't go break, but I want to tell you something. I won't make you laugh. So Nigeria will never get juju when they check cameras or something.
Well, me, I don't know about that.
They say
one.
we are good in. You know, say Nigeria we are good in
I don't
anything.
know about that one. Whether juju fit
When they
change.
change camera, change stuff. Well, the program is still Safe Journey. Omo Lajeton Soyibo na my name, and I dey here with Zuki. Make we go up there. Make we go small break. When we come back, we will continue. Right, welcome back to the program Safe Journey. My name now Omo Lajeton Soyibo. We dey for Solab television here, and I dey here, still dey here with the I dey call am Road Marshal Zuki. Zuki.
Omo Elaje.
Hey, so the analysis and the explanation they go on. You talk one thing the other time.
Yes.
You said is it factors?
Okay. Causes of accidents.
Yes.
3 major factors.
Yes.
That causes accident.
You say one, human.
Human, yes, human factor, mechanical factor, then environmental factor.
They will come to explain that now.
Okay.
That human.
I talk say about 80% of the cause of accidents na human. That means wetin dey cause accident na human behavior.
Okay.
Either the failure to do what they are supposed to do. Okay? Or the omission to do what they are not supposed to do. These are what causes accidents.
What are they supposed to do?
The rules, the safety rules.
Okay, fine.
Either they are not doing it, it can lead to accidents.
Okay.
Now, some of them don't even know these rules. Recently, like Lagos State now, where we did, they are emphasizing on before you can get your roadworthiness certificate, you must go carry your car, go do check. They must check your car.
Check the car.
Yes, because they want to make sure that it is only roadworthy vehicles there for Lagos Road.
Okay.
Now, it's a good one, but to me, I feel mechanical cause of accident is nothing compared to the human cause of accident. Government have invested a lot to build all those testing centers. Lagos State government. For now in Lagos, they have more than 20. And these are testing centers that have cost them millions of naira. But do you know that if where we dey now, we could where this studio dey, and where we dey, one of our operations dey, we don't get any government driving range
For Ikorodu?
for driving schools here for Ikorodu.
Then who is to be blamed?
It's the system. The system have
System
not.
is to be blamed, or government, or
The system, government runs the system.
Then who is to be blamed?
That is what I'm saying. The government needs
Simple.
to take responsibility because they are only emphasizing on one aspect of, the cause of accident, which is mechanical. Your car must be in good mechanical shape to drive on the road. But what about the human factor, the behavior, the knowledge of safety rules of driving?
It's not there.
It's not there. Government is not really encouraging and supporting driving school. I remember there was a time we needed to buy cars for our school, new cars, because what most people know about driving school, they use rickety cars. But that era is gone. A lot of driving school now use good cars.
Mama Jeep.
I know.
Yeah.
So they need funding. So we went. I went to my bank to ask. I want to buy cars, Tokumbo cars, not even new one. Tokumbo cars for. They say, what do you do? I said, we run a driving school, part of our business. They say driving school.
Look anyhow.
They just felt. To me, I felt they felt they just despise the.
Because you want borrow money and the thing not be school.
And what we do affects life.
Not be school, not be church.
I was telling one of my students today that, when I was coming to work, there was a heavy accident on my route.
Yes.
And they said there was an accident somewhere at the exit of out of Ikorodu, where they call Majidu. And the traffic, it cost that money.
The trekking.
The delay. The man hour that is lost and everything. So I was telling you, do you now see the cost, the absolute cost of an accident that would have been prevented?
Okay, did you actually know I trekked from Majidu to Agric?
Me, I had to park my car somewhere
And trek.
The traffic, you see the traffic. I trekked to an extent. I go enter Okada.
Me, my own not even
so that I go meet up with appointment.
I trekked the thing pata.
A lot of people, students trek, people where they go work, traffic hold them because of just one accident that have been prevented. And it's caused by people who don't really follow the safety rule. And here I am, what we do impacts lives, impact the society in one way or the other. And raising the finance becomes a problem. Somebody is despising it. Why? Because they don't understand. You can give loans to a hospital to treat people that save life, but what we do save more lives than hospitals.
So they tell me, say, as we read there's a driving school.
They just look me with scorn. You know the way you say you look somebody with scorn. They just despise.
Did you know you don't know the meaning? You don't know. If not school, then go give her. If not church,
then go give
her.
The hospital, then go give
her. See, those ones go they deliver.
Because they understand. But driving school, they feel it's not what do you people really do? Yes, but we save lives. We reduce costs. We affect the social, economic environment of a state, of a country. Because, let me give you one instance. An accident happened some time ago in my area. 3 people died in that accident. It was said that 3 people lost their life. Those 3 people were breadwinners
of the family.
That accident caused lockdown for that route for almost 10 hours. Man-hour was lost. The government had to activate, the government agency had to activate all their evacuation apparatus to evacuate the people that were injured, the people that they were killed, and the vehicles that were damaged to clear off the road. They brought in heavy-duty machines. All these are cost.
Waste government time. Human being waste government time.
Now, those people that died, they are breadwinners. They have children. They have family. They have dependents. Each of those category of people have lost a breadwinner. Their lives are affected. They will not be the same again. Some of the children may not go to school again. They may not go to the school they were going before.
See?
And those accidents would have been prevented if people really understand the rules, the safety rules of driving. And you cannot learn these things if you don't really understand the basics, if you don't attend a good driving school.
Wonderful.
And that is why we are saying driving schools impact society. They do. Because of the costs, the ripple effect of having bad drivers on the road. Go, walk, move around our roads. We don't have drivers. Many of the drivers, people who move vehicles around our roads are killers. They are butchers.
Okay, they talk that I say for Ikorodu as a whole.
Yes.
No government
driving range, what we call driving range, because it's expensive. I cannot buy an acre of land to build a driving range.
But it dey for Lagos, yeah.
Not to the best of my knowledge. Not to the best of my own knowledge. Even the place they
know
call
even
testing ground.
You know even when okay, testing ground for
They know the operation again for driving.
for so long.
You know the operation again.
But the bus stop, no. The bus
stop still dey.
No, the bus stop don't claim the thing wey they do for there.
We even say make government allow driving school use government schools. Especially weekends or in the evenings when students don't close. They say no.
So now go spoil the field.
Say we go spoil the field. And you are not providing any for driving school. And driving school cannot access funding.
You get one I know for Yanoworo. Who get that one? Government
For where? Training ground.
Yeah, for Yanoworo. When you on top of the bridge.
Maybe now just open field. Private open way driving schools just decide to use.
And that one will cost.
We dey use that for Ikorodu here. We get such places. We will see open field. We fit beg you and beg. We fit dey use this place. Some go use, they will come drive us.
Okay.
So we can't
even not deliver.
So they ask us to pay.
No, everything for Lagos.
We can't afford to buy for a good driving range. At least should be an acre of land.
Lagos is all about delivery.
6 plots. When they sell land, like where we operate for, land there is going for about 20 million a plot, 10 million. How will I afford 50 million or more to buy just a driving range?
You should apply from the government.
When they cannot even the bank cannot even give me money to buy Tokumbo car of 2 million. They won't give me car. So government must understand the role driving school is playing. Maybe because before now, a lot of driving school in this country are run by maybe illiterate or semi-literate people who didn't really see it as a business or as a profession. But now, a lot of people who don't go school, don't enter the business. We get passion for road safety. They don't enter the business. And they want to transform and change the business. Okay? Though my own background is on risk management, but I have passion for road safety. Okay? So, government should understand that. And they must change the attitude towards the driving school sector. To know that they have a stake in the whole system, because every year new people come to enter the road as new drivers, and many of these people did not learn how to drive.
Just enter road.
They just enter road. They have shallow knowledge about driving. So I say, what do they even teach in driving school? Now let me tell you, when you go to a driving school, a good driving school will structure their teaching around what we call the E's of road safety. Letter E of road safety. The first one is what we call engineering. The second one is environment. The third one is education. Then the fourth one is enforcement. The teaching will be round these 4 E's of road safety. Number 1, engineering. Engineering has to do with the automobile, the vehicle you are going to drive. A good driving school will teach you to understand what makes up an automobile. You need to understand the operational mechanism of the vehicle you will drive.
Okay.
Driving is it's not just PROND like that our chairman talked the last time. Park, reverse, neutral, drive.
Back.
No.
It's more than that.
Modern automobile has changed. There's a lot of gadgets, electronics, electricals in the vehicle. You need to understand so many. Your dashboard, your OBD display, you need to understand so many things.
So some driver go won't enter, no traffic get on.
I know a friend of mine, a client of mine, we sourced driver for him and gave him. You know, we gave him he got a driver and then asked us to assess the driver. We assessed, okay. And this driver, you know, had issues with the client's car. What happened? The car was doing overheating. The guy did not know. The dashboard was showing him red sign, overheating sign. You know, he was playing music. He wasn't concentrating. And the thing affected the engine and damaged the engine. Now, some people will see dashboard reading. They don't even understand what it means. You are driving an automobile, you don't even understand dashboard reading.
Like I tell you, I say some people go they drive, then go one corner, no traffic gate or no.
People don't know.
Then they go tell you, say, she no know some one branch there.
People don't know about their tire. People don't know about the braking system. How can you be driving a car, you don't know how your brake operates? You don't know what is a brake master brake. You don't know what is a brake caliper. You don't even know what is a brake pad. You don't know what is a brake disc. So, a good driving school will teach you the mechanical aspect of the automobile you will drive. 2, a good driving school will teach you about what we call the environment, road environment.
Thank you. Zuki. This environment, we will go up now the third one, Abi. When we go break, come back. And that one be the last lap for today's program. We talk about the environment, we'll come to pack our load.
Okay.
And the move. Make we go up. The program still remain safe journey. We will come back. To the program. It's okay. Not be smarting. I say some people, you know the way they make me laugh. Some drivers go they come, then go one corner, no traffic gator, no nothing. Then you dey front. You know say then you go just see and say they carry nose enter the thing. And you go say we dey close here like no Lagos now. Everybody dey right. You go come and say, what do you mean? Wetin happen?
Now the way they talk because they don't understand. Okay, before we go on break, I dey explain something. The things we driving school will teach you. Many people don't understand roads. They don't know the road, the type of road. They don't know road markings.
Now you're talking about environment.
Yes, environment education. Now they will make you understand the road where you drive on, the type of road. They will come teach you the rules where you govern your driving when you did this road. Just as you talk, you say person one turn, what we call intersection drive. Intersection is where 2 or more roads meet each other. Some people call that junction for this part of the world. Now, how do you drive when you get to intersection? What are the types of intersection? Is it control? Is it uncontrolled? When there is control, traffic light they control, or traffic officer they control, or traffic sign they control. Or when there is no control, how many people know all these things? They don't. So they just come. How many people know when to trafficate off road?
Nah, is they serious?
They don't know.
Pointer.
Or what they call pointer. When do you?
Then did you know when you blow? Even blow. Some people go take horn, they play.
Even horn.
Because you know, say
how do they use your horn?
Yes.
When do you
that one another
something?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
everything about driving, then get rules.
You know, say if you blow horn, make something else can happen.
You know, you get rules, but many people don't know where to even one overtake, where to overtake. Then road signs and road marking.
Left or
people
right?
Don't know.
Overtaking.
People don't know. Many of these people. Nigeria is a left steering country. Our cars that get so we drive on the right side. So normally your overtaking should be on the left side. But many times you see, especially all these Okada, the right side all of them overtake. You know, road markings and road signs. Many people don't know. They don't know. They don't understand the language of the road. The road speaks to you. The road talks to you. It talks to you through sign. It talks to you through markings.
Even there are some those things where they mark for
they don't know.
Some people don't know.
You know,
it gets some marking
hazard,
when they mark.
Hazard sign. They don't know. Hazard marking. They don't know.
It gets some marking when they mark when they say the thing leads to swamp pit. Some people go follow and when they call it there, Ashe Kotonibi. They come revise, come back.
I was asking somebody where they make man say, in the interview driving on. I asked him, what is a yellow box? He just they look me. No yellow. I said, I show him size. Waiting with this box. What do you mean? He no. And all these things, you see all this marking. If you say government no get job when they mark road, they are communicating. They are using it to communicate to you.
So if you actually go that school, you go know those signs.
Those then go teach you the language of the road. You go understand all those things. So you are driving, suddenly you see, a marking on the road that indicates hazard. There's a road hazard. A road hazard is anything that will make you to stop, slow down, or change lane.
It's okay. What about this one? School children cross for school.
Yes.
You see white lines and zebra cross. Driver they come zoom, zoom. Another one zoom.
Even what we call school zone, there is a speed limit. Anytime you go for school zone, there is a speed you must maintain.
I don't know.
How many people know? Zebra. How many people don't even understand the
that
rule?
one not be zebra.
Or zebra.
Now horse.
And that is why you have a lot of chaos on our road. Because people don't know how to drive.
That's zebra crossing. What do you
Who should you
as a driver?
As a driver, the rules. Once a pedestrian, that's what because pedestrian island. Once a pedestrian is anybody who they walk out with in leg for road. They have different categories of pedestrian. They have adults, they have children. Okay. Once anybody step on zebra, the rule is that you must give them way. They should cross. Once they step.
But for here, you go see somebody for you go see people. You go just zoom.
The only Nigerian people they run for zebra. They run cross zebra.
Yeah, because of motor.
Somewhere they zebra they run.
No. If you walk out slow, you on your own. On your own.
You there for zebra, you they run.
And I now. On your own.
So are you a zebra? Because they don't understand. Even when you see zebra line, you dey traffic. Traffic there for the road. You're not supposed to block that zebra. You are not supposed to. Okay? But people don't understand all this. Okay? Because they didn't go to the school to learn how to drive. And what about other aspects like driving under the influence of alcohol? Speed limits. So many things you will learn in a driving school to make sure you are a safe driver anytime you are on the road.
Zuki, how do you call this one? Alcohol. Then those people when they say they take weeds without taking they can't drive.
That one another special topic.
Another case.
We will talk about them. We call it DUI, driving under the influence of alcohol.
I'm surprised.
And drugs.
How you go on drive motor come? You don't.
It's a major problem on our roads in this part of the world, especially in Lagos. Go to our parks. Our parks where it's supposed to be one of the safest places. Our motor parks. That is where you see all kind of drugs and alcohol being sold openly to drivers who are driving passengers or what we call PCVs, passenger carrying vehicle. Now, Passengers, human beings are the most expensive cargo to carry. And that is why anybody who is driving a PCV, passenger carrying vehicle, must be at the best of his mind. But many times at the motor park, you see many of them are under the influence of alcohol and drugs. Different kind of drugs. Bibioku,
they say marijuana.
All of them.
Arizona. Monkey toy.
All of them. They are sold in our.
I asked one guy, he say if you no drink, you no go fit drive.
Because he doesn't understand.
I can't tell us I no go fit enter in motor.
He doesn't understand. Alcohol is. We are not saying you should not drink.
No, but drink.
Nobody's saying. But when we're saying drink responsibly, will you?
But is it advisable drinking and driving?
It's not. You don't drink and drive. If you have to drink,
don't drive.
There must be a minimal quantity in your blood.
No.
We call BAC, blood alcohol concentration. There's an instrument they use to detect that. We call it breathalyzer or alcohol meter. As all our traffic officers, I've never seen it in any of them.
Government no. No. When they no Holland, they no buy and be that. Ross,
when you are traveling from Lagos, like you are going to the east, there was a time you have like 60 checkpoints from Lagos to Onitsha. Yet all of them are checking documents, which is another topic we are going to talk about. Documentation.
Last Saturday I traveled to Djibouti. From Ikorodu to Djibouti, almost 15 checkpoints.
The day we will talk about documentation or offense. You see, all these things, the essence of everything is safety and order. But many times, our traffic officers don't understand. And that's why they say when purpose is unknown, abuse is inevitable. The whole essence of everything is safety. Safety of lives, safety of property. Then to bring order on the road. You are busy checking on. Many of the drivers are under the influence of alcohol. The way they drive. You know, in a decent country where things are done normally, you change lane anyhow. There is a trooper behind you. Will park you, will pull you over because of your reckless driving.
I want Nigerian drivers, even all these commercial.
Somebody will drink spirits, which has a high content of concentration.
If you don't drink, you go take.
His blood alcohol concentration is very high. He's carrying like 30 passengers. He's on the road. From statistics, they say for every one driver that dies, 8 passengers die.
But you know it's because if me I want enter motor and they look high.
And you are a driver heavily drunk and you are carrying 30 passengers. And the police and the traffic officers don't care. All they care is they want to check your paper, see where you're supposed to write B, you write E. Is that the essence?
But Zuki, at least, but because time don't they go. As time goes on too, we go talk about passenger when they enter.
Yeah, we go
motor,
back.
when
Things you need to check. Yeah,
because I do that. See,
trip and when you are traveling.
See, for Lagos,
safety tips.
For Lagos, I'm used to something. When I want to talk Okada, I go tell you say good morning, bros. When you open mouth to talk to me, something must come out. If good order come out, I say how much. If bad order come out, I say sorry.
I mean, if it's alcohol,
it must come out. If somebody smoke, you go hear him for the mouth. If you smoke weed, you go hear him. If you take drink, you go hear him. Zuki, we come the round up. The round up.
So, in conclusion, I want to encourage people, go to a qualified, authorized, approved driving school. Not just as a beginner. You can also update your knowledge. There are so many new things that is in driving that is coming up. New rules, new things. You can go and update. Maybe, go and learn new things. So, go to a driving school. Don't allow somebody who is not qualified. Don't allow someone who is not a qualified instructor to teach you how to drive. They cannot teach you well.
Allow your brother to teach you.
Go to a driving school. Go around, Google it. If you are in Nigeria, go to Federal Road Safety website. You will see the list of driving schools state by state, local government by local government. Like we now a day Ikorodu. If you will see driving schools for Ikorodu, like our own driving school.
Okay.
We get one for Ikorodu here. We get one outside Ikorodu. We get outside Ikorodu. We get for Ikorodu.
Thank you.
We operate a driving school we call Drivers on Call Driving School. So you can come there, you can register, go to a qualified driving school to learn how to drive. You are better off for it and become a safe driver on the road so that we can reduce the carnage we did for our road.
Thank you very much, Zuki. Until Thursday again, Abi.
But by God's grace, God's keeping us.
Thank you very much.
Thursday again, we will talk about one important topic.
I'll shake. Well done, bro.
You know, I won't even bring all these ones, especially all these DTOs, district transfer officer, where they for police.
Okay, bro.
I won't bring them, make them content how to book. Because many people where police they stop, then we just tell them this.
Okay, that for another day. Well, now Zuki be that road marshal on your head now. Road. When I don't hear him until Thursday again, you don't tell me, say Zuki, go there here for the program. Safe journey. My name still remain Omo Lajeton Saibu. Maybe I not go far. Program still continue. At the step aside. On our way down.